Hey guys, how's it going? It's Molly. I'm here today to share a Sephora haul. This is everybody else, but their video's up already. But this is my Sephora VIB sale haul from November. I kind of got out of the habit of doing my monthly hauls. Like I still haven't done my October haul and I'm like, is it worth it? Do I need to do it? I probably still will. But I wanted to go ahead and do this one because let's just say Black Friday hit me hard and November is not going to be, I would have needed to split it up into a couple of different hauls most likely anyways. So, I treated myself. Anyway, let's go ahead. I'm going to share with you guys the things that I picked up from the Sephora VIB sale and my thoughts on, I think, almost everything. There is one product I have not used yet. Okay, let's start with this bad boy. This is that was obnoxious, I'm sorry. Let's start with this guy. Huda Beauty Rose Quartz. This is what I have on my eyes today. I am filming a 3 looks 1 palette. This is look number 1. So if you want to know what shades I use, you should tune in when I think it'll go live next week. Anyway, here she is. She is beautiful. I am not upset at all that I purchased this. Like, this was worth every single penny. I would buy this whole price. Never mind. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's half off right now. That's the Mercury retrograde one is. So never mind. It's just so pretty. These shimmers are out of this world. They're very, 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 very good. And she usually does really good shimmers. So love that. The shade Love Stone right here. This is the one where it's got a weird looking texture. That's because it's like a cream. It's not a cream, but it's a cream. Sorry, excuse me. The balls that you see are like balls of pigment. And they're suspended in this clear jelly. It's not even a jelly because jelly is like, it's not Vaseline. It's like a lip balm, that type of consistency. And when you put your finger in it, those spheres of pigment release pigment. And so it does give a little bit of pigment to it. Like there's a finger swatch right there. Don't worry, my hands are dirty, but it's just eyeshadow. So it is super pretty on its own, but very, very subtle. What I like to do is I like to use this as a base for some of these other shimmers to amplify them even more. It's amazing. Like, I didn't know that that's what that shade was for. And then the Sephora employee was like, oh yeah, that's what you do with that. I was like, oh, shut up. So that is what I've been doing. And oh my God, he was a genius. Yeah. I mean, I don't know that it was his own original thought, right? It was probably like the rep was like, this is how you use it. Anyway, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. That's all I can say about it. Let me tell you about the palette. Actually, you know what? No, stay tuned because I will do a review in that video. Okay, next I got a lippy. This is the Mario Makeup by Mario Ultra Suede Lipstick in the shade Erin. This is it. I do not have this on my lips today. I have on a Huda Beauty liquid lip. But this is what this one looks like. And honestly, I think this probably would have paired with this eye look a little bit better. I do like this formula. It is matte. Or at least it feels, no, it's not really, I don't know. It's maybe not matte, but it's not cream. You know, like it's kind of, it seems like it's a bit of a combination between the two. Somewhere in the middle, leaning closer to matte. So I do like it. I find that the longevity is actually pretty nice. I mean, obviously it's not going to last through eating. It is a traditional bullet lipstick. It's going to wear off, but it's got good pigmentation. The longevity is decent. Like you're going to get a few hours out of this if you don't eat or drink anything. So it's, you know, put it on after breakfast, wear it until lunch. It's usually what in fact, I usually have to wipe it off at lunch because I personally don't like eating when I have lipstick on my teeth. When I have lipstick on my lips, I just get all weirded out about eating the lipstick. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. So anyway, it probably would last longer. But yeah, I do like it. I don't know that I feel the need to buy more shades though. Like sometimes sometimes when we find something really good, we want all of the shades that would be flattering for us. I don't necessarily feel that way. Like it's a good lipstick. I like it, but it's also 20 some dollars, and there's lipsticks from the drugstore that are cheaper that I like a little bit better. So for reference, those Milani ones, those newer, like the new nudes maybe. Those are really good. And I do like that formula better. So it's hard for me to justify spending more money on another Mario one, right? Okay, I hope I'm making sense. All right, next. I picked up the Kosas Cloud Set setting powder in the shade Breezy. It's like their lighter shade. It's fine. I don't know. I've used quite a bit. Like, I don't know if you can tell. You can't tell. This is an iPhone camera. But I don't know what I was expecting this to do. Sometimes I love this and other times I don't. And I think it probably depends on the foundation that I have underneath it. Sometimes it just makes my skin look very dull and like it needs a big old drink of water. Speech is hard sometimes. Anyway, and then other times it just works really well. Like I have it on today. I like what I've got going on, but also today I have on the Becca Shimmer and Skin Perfector liquid as like a primer. I use this all over my face underneath my foundation. And so altogether, this looks really nice. On top of some of the other foundations that I've been using lately, it's fine. Maybe it's the foundation that I didn't like. It's hard to tease apart. You know what I mean? Anyways, this is fine. I don't regret buying it. I think it was maybe just slightly overhyped. Like it made it sound like it was amazing, and maybe it is really, really good. Powder is hard. Powder is hard for me to like, kind of decipher, you know, like, is that really good? I don't know. But it's nice. Next, I also picked up the Huda Beauty Wild Jaguar palette. This is one of her 9-pan palettes. She came out with a Wild series recently. I think there were 4 different color stories. I picked up this baby. I was drawn to like this. I was drawn to the shimmers. Like the mattes are okay. The mattes are good. The formula is good. I'm not crazy. I don't know how I feel about the color story of the mattes though. I think what am I trying to say? Mainly because like the one shade that I feel like doesn't quite go is this, it's like an antique gold. So pretty and so foiled. And I am very, very happy that I have it. The shade in the middle is just gorgeous. It's a duochrome. Like it's a sheer sort of duochrome. Like I think it's mostly just made up of mica and sparkles, which I'm not mad about. And then these greens, man, these greens are super, super pretty as well. I'm just going to swatch the palette. I mean, hell, why not? I feel like they're these relatively shifty shades. They're so pretty. I will say you're not going to get like a light, airy look out of this palette, but I mean, I'm sure most people when they look at this, they can kind of figure that out. Like it's going to be more of a sultry, sexy sort of eyeshadow palette, and it is. And I love that for me and anybody else that chooses to wear it. I think sometimes I'm just not in the mood to be sultry and sexy. Sometimes I just want to be basic and boring. So yeah, but I do really love it. The formula is great. It's just maybe not something that I'm going to get use out of on a daily basis, right? But that's nothing is going to, yeah, that, right. Okay, now the final, I don't know what's happening with my bangs either. Just, this is my postpartum regrowth. I'm just awkward. They don't want They don't want to do what they're supposed to do, especially on second day hair. They're just like, whew, I'll do what I want. Anyway, Tower 28. I got one of their cream blushes. This is the shade Beach Please. I love this. I do love this. This is a straight up cream. It is not a liquid. It is very creamy. I think these are beautiful. This would be gorgeous on the lips. I haven't tried it on the lips yet, but it's such a nice nude blush, and I am here for it. I have tried applying this with my fingers, just like tapping it out and then using like my sponge, and that works fine. Also just taking the sponge itself and tapping in there and tapping that on my face works really well. It dries down to a powdery finish. Like it doesn't stay tacky in my experience. Like this is already dried down and it's amazing. Like I'm rubbing it and it's got some longevity. So I do really enjoy these. Tower 28 also is not terribly expensive. Like this was 20. Was it 20? 21? Totally reasonable. And I could see this being a repurchase for sure. So if I ever get to a point where I need to repurchase a blush, my God, I probably need to stop buying blushes for a little bit. Okay, then I also picked up some hair care. So let's talk about it. My hair is rather long. So it goes down to like my low back, which means it's prone to breakage and split ends. And if you really get up close to my ends, you would be disgusted. So I've had my eye on Olaplex products for a while because I was like, oh my gosh, if that's gonna like somehow fuse the ends of my hair back together, it's a miracle. So I picked up the number 4 and number 5. So number 4 is the Bond Maintenance Shampoo. Number 5 is the Bond Maintenance Conditioner. These aren't miracle products. My ends still look kind of crappy. I do have the bonding oil and I do use that after I use these. I think it's probably too soon to tell. These are just their like sample sizes, and I have used this. I mean, every time I've washed my hair, except for once, excuse me, I was using this. And so, I mean, it lasts a while. Like this is a 3.3 ounce size. So I'm guessing the full size bottles would probably last me about 5 months, which makes me think that it's worth the investment. That was one of the things where I was like, oh, that's expensive for shampoo and conditioner. But I think putting it in perspective like that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, I don't notice anything really of note, honestly, and that could either be a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's probably a good thing. Like my hair doesn't feel extra greasy or anything like that. Actually, you know what? I will say I'm noticing maybe a little bit of buildup on my scalp, which to be continued. We'll have to see kind of how that plays out. Like what's going on? Why is it doing this? But I definitely have some little flakes going on, and I did not have that before. So I don't know. My assumption is it's probably this, but I don't know. And I'm kind of coming to realize that my scalp might be a little bit finicky. So I don't know. We will see. I do know that my hair feels more moisturized. Like it doesn't feel like straw like it did. I was using the Hemp's, I don't know, some Hemp's shampoo and conditioner. Chose it because it smelled good. It's probably not the reason to choose a shampoo and conditioner. So, I mean, maybe this just had like a really big miracle to perform. But I will say that like I was saying, they feel better than they did. So maybe I just need a trim and then continue using these and see. So I'm not going to give up on this product. I'm going to just kind of wait and see. Unfortunately, with hair care, it's really hard to give like a concise review even after a month because you don't know necessarily. Okay, now the last product that I bought is the Briogeo Scalp Revival. I have not used this. This is one of their travel size also. I didn't want to get the big tub. It's like 40 bucks or something. So I just decided to get this. Thought I'd give it a try. But Kathleen Lights, I want to say, was raving about this. And maybe this will take care of my flakies. We'll just have to see. So I'm going to give this a go soon and see what I think. Okay, so that is everything that I got in the Sephora VIB sale. Pretty much everything has been a hit. I am happy that I have all of this stuff. The Kosas powder and whatever. I think it was probably overhyped. It's a good powder. It's not like earth-shattering like reviews were making it sound. But I also should know better that makeup is makeup and that's just not really a thing. So at any rate, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up, subscribe before you go, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.